Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at a really intriguing magical object from the Harry Potter universe, the Mirror of Erised.
Ooh, yeah, the Mirror of Erised. That's a good one.
It's the one that shows us, our deepest desires. At
Right.
least that's what we've always been told.
Right. The deepest and most desperate desire of our hearts, or something like that, right?
Exactly. That's straight from the Harry Potter website. But today, well, we're going to explore a really interesting fan theory that suggests that the mirror might actually be showing us something a bit more complicated, even a bit unsettling.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Laid on me.
Okay, so, everyone remembers Harry looking into the mirror and seeing his parents, right?
Of course. Who could forget that? It's one of the most powerful scenes in the whole series, I think.
Totally. And then you have Ron, seeing himself as head boy, amazing Quidditch captain, all the things he kind of wants but doesn't quite believe he can achieve.
All right, classic Ron, always kind of overshadowed.
Exactly. So on the surface, it seems like the mirror is just showing us our deepest desires. Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, seems simple enough. But like with anything in the wizarding world, I bet there's more to it than meets the eye, right?
Okay, so here's where the fan theory comes in. What if the mirror isn't actually showing us our desires, but our regrets?
Whoa, hold on. Regrets. That's a pretty big shift.
Right. It's a bit darker, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I see where you're going with this, because, like, what we want most is often tied to, what we didn't get or messed up in the past, right? Like, those things are super connected.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, think about Harry's parents. They're not just seeing Harry alive. They're seeing the life they were denied, all the years stolen from them, all the moments they missed.
Yeah, wow, that hits hard. And Ron, like,
Wow.
he's not just seeing success, he's seeing, like, a version of himself that has conquered his insecurities. He's free from all that self-doubt that always holds him back.
Exactly. It's like the mirror is showing him what he could have been if he hadn't let his anxieties win.
Oh, man, that's deep. So that whole thing about the mirror's allure, how it draws people in? It's not just the promise of happiness, but like the chance to face your deepest vulnerabilities, all those what-ifs that keep you up at night.
Right. It's so much more complex than just wanting something.
Yeah.
It's about confronting the things you can't change.
Yeah.
Makes Dumbledore's warning about dwelling on dreams and forgetting to live even more powerful.
Yeah, totally. It's like he knew the mirror wasn't just about getting lost in fantasy, but like getting trapped in the past, weighed down by all that regret.
So we're essentially saying the Mirror of Erised, instead of reflecting our deepest desires, could actually be exposing our deepest regrets, the things that haunt us most.
Yeah, and that, I think, elevates it from just this, magical object to something that really reflects the human condition. Like, we all have hopes and dreams, but we also have regrets.
It forces us to confront both,
Yeah.
the good and the bad.
Exactly. And the real trick, I think, is what Dumbledore was saying, finding that balance, like recognizing those regrets without letting them consume us, learning from them, maybe, but not getting stuck there.
So much to think about. This has been such a fascinating deep dive.
It really has.
But it leaves us with a final question for you listening. If you looked into the Mirror of Erised, what would you see? A reflection of your deepest desire? Or a glimpse of your biggest regret? And what would that tell you about yourself?
That's a question worth pondering.
Definitely something to consider. And on that note, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.